Abba, I miss you. I'm not feeling helpless. I am not grieving. I'm not lamenting. I just feel sad because I cannot call on your mobile number and hear your voice. Your voice, as a son can sacrifice his existence. Hello, Babu. Walaikum salam. How have you been? Babu, I'm outside at someone else's doorstep for settling a dispute and arbitration of the villagers. Neighboring villages are our people. They are also our villagers. There are people in those villages who are not being treated well, not paid attention. They are never heard of. He carried everyone's legacy, everyone's burden, their gadgets, land, papers, pacts, arbitration, papers, documents with signatures of stakeholders. He would counter with these statements relationships to those documents when my mother shouted at him for being late at home or not being able to eat on time or forgetting a serious matter, serious family matter, not paying attention to his family's issues over the issues of the villagers. My love for him was not selfish. This love was purely due to respect, deep affection, and influence he had on my soul. My father was not domineering. He was compassionate, gentle, generous, caring, kind-hearted, and trustworthy. Overall, he never let me or my siblings feel underprivileged. Though we strived hard, we were poor, from a humble background. His efforts made to fulfill our dreams were tremendous. I could recall it clearly. Sometimes he would say, I can get myself sold to bear the expenses of your studies if you really work hard, if you really studied hard. This would feed my adrenaline. This would feed adrenaline throughout my soul. What a wonderful feeling it was. This stimulated me to scale even a mountain, demand it in smaller installments rather than a big amount at once, he said, whenever I approached him for my fees, for dues, or expenses. We had meager sources for income, annual revenue of 20 to 25,000 from agriculture, from the crops like sugarcane during winter seasons, which yielded around 40,000 at some extent if every climate and the blessings of Allah are there in all favorable conditions. He would swagger in front of my mother and brag about his efforts, due to which it yielded up to 40,000 per year. An old tractor which plowed the fields and fertile land he owned. My mother expressed her disapproval for being overexcited for a short time success. I usually observed this little argument between them. My mother did not appreciate his efforts much just because he was not making enough or a huge sum and stayed home his entire life. He never left home for a long time to move out of the city and have a well-paid job. I admired him for not leaving his home, his people, his village, and lived a life of real happiness, a village life, a natural life, and tranquility, a life of tranquility. However, he listened to his to this tones, this kind of disparaging tones from my even my mother or some of the close relatives, that he was, bearing all these things from the different relatives and my mother. Then fortunately God had his mercy and I went abroad to make some money, which he was amazingly proud of. It's not like he was not happy before. He was just happy to see me. He was happy to see me. And I just want to tell you, Abba, I just want to tell you, I'm a proud son and I will always be. I will never forget you, and neither can you forget me. I will let you live in my heart forever and ever after, because you make me strong, you keep me motivated. You are one of the best human beings I have seen ever in my life. I'm not a good judge to have a perspective of people, but from where I can see, you are the best, Abba. You are the best, and you will always be. I love you so much. This is for future me, because I cannot forget you. I cannot forget even a single event of my life with you. Whatever is related to you is just an experience and lesson for me throughout my life.